Okay, I'm back. Okay, back to this 12th house synastry. So, when a person has their Venus in your 12th house, it could indicate that they secretly love you. They secretly dream about you all the time. They don't know how to voice it, or you having your moon there, you can constantly feel like you're throwing emotions into a dark hole. Like, okay, but where are my feelings going? Like, okay, so, but do you hear me? Like, you say you hear me, but do you hear me? Because I don't think it's being reciprocated. There's no give and take. It's just me dumping me into you, or you dumping all your burdens onto me, and then I'm like, what about me? So that's a 12th house. This house it's extremely beautiful, because it can be two people are on the same page. That's the love that people are jealous of. That, and even having 12th house energy, people secretly try to undo the relationship. There's a lot of self-sabotaging with this too, with both individuals, because there is confusion, and it's just like you feel a calling. Like, sometimes I can literally feel this person calling me. I can feel it, and I'm like, hey, big head. And then big head's just like, stay away, because he is scary. It's really like, bitch, what the fuck is you? Well, what are you really on over there? Like, how do you know when I'm calling you? And people don't think about telepathy. If you communicate with your partner and even talk about telepathy and see, like, damn, whole time we be really talking to each other, it gets realer and realer and realer and realer and realer. But yeah, I feel it, and it's a yearning. It's a yearning. I can only speak for myself on this part. You'll get tired of being in your mind about it, because you're speaking without communication half the time. Half the time you're looking at each other and you're just like, y'all just had kids right in front of each other, and you know what I mean? Like, y'all just made kids and had them type thing. Like, y'all just lived a whole life in your own little world, and then once y'all are out of sight, out of mind, it's out of sight, out of mind. But it's not, because there's still a yearning. It's still a longing. It's still a magnetic pull, and it's coming from the heart. And the 12th house is a karmic house. The 12th house is whatever you have. If you have planets in your 12th house, that's the baggage that you're bringing into the earth realm. That's what you're bringing into the hidden factors of yourself that you're bringing into this new life. Right before you're born, that's your suitcase. Like, okay, pack your bag. What else do you need? And you throw all that in that suitcase. So when you have someone affecting that house, and they're bringing up things that you really don't even want to talk about, you don't want to deal with, it does feel intrusive. It feels like, oh my God, could you not? Could you please get out of my head? Like, stop. Could you please stop? But I think if you communicate that, it'll clear the waters again. You guys will be on the same page, because it is a forgiving house. It's so forgiving, it don't make no sense. That's the house of unconditional love. Pisces rules the 12th house. So it understands love as in we all are one. All is one. And the 12th house is the collective house. So you definitely pick up on each other's vibes. You can make or ruin somebody's day just by being over here in your own head, like, you know what I'm saying? Or you can just be like, no, like, try to uplift that person from a distance. When you know that you have effect on people, when you trigger people in different ways, learn how to work with them, not against them. And the only reason why I'm talking about my situation is because I know there's a lot of people out there who believe in twin flames and believe in soulmates and karmic relationships. I believe in all that. I wouldn't be a Libra if I didn't. Like, period. I believe in all that. And you can have many soulmates. Your whole family is your soulmate. Like, any and everyone could be your soulmate. Even a familiar. Like, your pets are half the time your familiars. Like, you've known them in a past life. Twin flames. I almost feel like this one is or was, like, it is so faded that it's just like, I'm ready to learn the lesson already. And again, the lesson of this house could also indicate, like, to love someone enough to let them go. And if they come back, you already know that. You already know where that goes. But to love someone enough to leave them alone, to allow them to go be themselves, and you know what I'm saying? Because you don't own anybody. Hate to break it to you, you don't own a goddamn person. Even the kids that you have, you own them to a degree. You're their guardian, but a relationship, you don't own no one. So y'all can cut that shit out. You have to learn how to love people enough to let them go. And that right there is the greatest love. When you love unconditionally, not with conditions. Like, I'm not going to stop loving you because of X, Y, and Z. There will always be a love. That's unconditional love. Wow. Y'all really don't get to see this side of me, so embrace this shit, okay? Have a good day!